The first time he lied to her, she noticed. The second time, she confirmed it. The third time, she decided to stay quiet. Not because she forgave him, not because she didn't care, but because she wanted to see how far it would go. There's a difference between being betrayed and watching the betrayal grow. She chose to watch. Her name was Natalie, 37, high school literature teacher, married 12 years, one daughter, routine life, predictable mornings, predictable dinners, predictable silence, the kind of marriage that doesn't collapse, it erodes. This part builds psychological discomfort gradually. No explosions, only tension accumulating. It started with small inconsistencies, a receipt for dinner in a neighborhood he never visits, a password change on his phone, a late meeting that didn't appear on his calendar. When she asked, he had answers. Reasonable answers, too reasonable. And Natalie wasn't naive. She didn't need proof. She needed pattern. She could have confronted him. She could have demanded transparency. She could have checked his phone openly. Instead, she said nothing, because something inside her wanted certainty, not suspicion. She wanted to see if he would choose her, without being forced. So she waited, and silence became her strategy. She began tracking details privately. Credit card statements, mileage on the car, the tone in his voice when he said, "I'm tired." She watched him like a case study. She memorized inconsistencies, but she never reacted. Her calmness made him comfortable, and comfort made him careless. One night, he fell asleep on the couch. His phone lit up. A message preview appeared. "I missed last night already." No name, just that. Natalie stared at it. Her chest tightened, but she didn't wake him. She didn't open the phone. She didn't cry. Instead, she took a picture of the screen, as if preserving evidence for a trial that might never happen. That was the moment everything changed. Not because of the message, but because of her reaction. She felt something unexpected. Relief. Relief meant she wasn't crazy. Relief meant she wasn't imagining it. Relief meant the distance wasn't her fault. And once she felt that relief, she stopped hoping. Now the damage begins quietly. She stopped initiating conversation, stopped asking about his day, stopped touching him first. He noticed. He asked once, "Are you okay?" She smiled. Of course. He accepted that answer too quickly, and that told her everything. Their daughter, Emma, was 9, sensitive, observant. She began asking why Daddy sleeps on the couch sometimes. Natalie said, "He snores." Emma didn't look convinced. Children feel what adults pretend isn't there. The house grew heavier. Dinner conversations shortened. Laughter became rare, but nothing exploded, which made it worse. Affairs rarely start dramatically. They start where attention feels easier. He started staying out later, stopped explaining, stopped trying. Natalie watched him drift, and she let him, because now she wanted him to cross the line completely. Not almost, not emotionally, completely. She wanted something irreversible, so she wouldn't have to make the decision herself. It happened on a Thursday. She followed him, not impulsively, not emotionally, calmly. She parked across the street, watched him enter an apartment building, watched him kiss someone goodbye in the doorway. Slowly, familiar, not rushed, not guilty, comfortable. That was the word, comfortable. Natalie didn't cry. She didn't confront him. She drove home, cooked dinner, helped Emma with homework, and waited. He came home late, said he had stayed at work. She nodded, watched him lie smoothly. And then she understood something terrifying. He had been lying for a long time, and she had been letting him, because every lie pushed her closer to emotional detachment, and detachment felt safer than confrontation. 2 months later, he asked for separation. He said he felt disconnected. He said he needed something different. He said he didn't know when it happened. Natalie listened, calm, composed. He never confessed the affair. He didn't need to. The divorce was quiet, civil, almost polite. Emma moved between houses. No screaming, no dramatic courtroom scene, just paperwork. A year later, Natalie sat alone in her apartment. Silence again, but different. He was gone. The affair partner was now official. They posted pictures online, smiling, vacationing, alive. And Natalie realized something unbearable. She could have confronted him earlier. She could have forced honesty. She could have fought. She could have broken it loudly. Instead, she let it deteriorate slowly. She let her daughter grow up in emotional tension. She let resentment replace intimacy. She let silence become permission. Not because she was weak, but because she was afraid to be the one who ended it. So she waited for him to do it, and he did. People think betrayal destroys relationships. Sometimes it's passivity. Sometimes it's the quiet decision to observe instead of act. Natalie doesn't regret that he cheated. She regrets that she let herself disappear first, because the most irreversible damage wasn't the affair. It was the slow erosion of who she became while watching it happen. She didn't explode. She didn't confront. She didn't fight. She let it happen slowly. And some endings feel worse when you realize you participated in them.